Let's get a check of the markets. We'll go to CommSec now. Tom Piotrowski has got his eyes across all the numbers. How are we looking today, Tom?
Pete, we're going to take a decent hit when we kick off this morning. The futures are telling us we'll be down by around 0.8% this morning. So that reflects a general trend of weakness where stocks were concerned in the Northern Hemisphere last night. One of the main events this week was the US inflation figures at a consumer level. They came to pass last night. A bit of a mixed outcome. The headline measure was higher than what the market had anticipated by a small margin. The figure came in at 3.7%. So that's the annualized pace of US inflation at a headline level. But the other important measure that we look at closely, Pete, is the core reading, which excludes food and energy. So that measure came in at 4.1%. That was in line with the market's expectations. So a bit of a balancing affair in that regard. The core rate is what central banks look at closely in their deliberations on rates. So the shifting has, the thinking has shifted somewhat in relation to the probability of a rate hike between now and the end of the year in the US from about 1/3 to a 1 in 2 chance. So that was what was creating headwinds as far as stocks are concerned. They took a bit of a hit initially, but then they slid towards the back end of the session, currently recovering from their worst levels, down by around 0.6%. On the local front today, some of the highlights will include producer and consumer inflation numbers out of China. So we're going to be ending the week on an interesting note as well as far as the local picture is concerned.
Tom Piotrowski, thank you.